In this lesson, we will learn to model two different division situations. Let's say you've been asked to bring 24 brownies to a party. When you arrive, the hostess hands you some plates and asks you to split up the brownies evenly between 3 tables. You don't know the size of the group yet. If you were a third grader, you would probably figure this out by placing a brownie on each plate. Eventually, you would see that there would be 8 brownies on each plate. We call this division situation fair sharing or partitive division. In this situation, we know the total number of items, and we know the number of groups that we're sharing it into. We just don't know the size of each group. We had to hand them out one by one to figure out that 24 divided by 3 equals 8. Let's look at a similar situation. You show up to a party with 24 cookies. The hostess wants each guest to have 3 cookies. You need to figure out how many people can have cookies if each person is given 3. The division equation looks the same as our first equation. 24 divided by 3. We're not sure yet what that will equal. This time we couldn't hand the cookies out one by one because we don't know how many groups to place them in. Fair sharing won't work this time. We'll have to hand them out or measure them out 3 at a time and see how many groups we end up with. There's the 24 cookies. If we count now, we'll find out that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups of cookies. So the answer to our division equation, 24 divided by 3, is 8. We had 24 cookies and each person received 3 cookies. So we ended up with 8 people that could have 3 cookies each. We call this division situation measurement division or repeated subtraction. Really what we're doing is we're taking 3 cookies out of our pile at a time. We subtract it from the main group and place them in their own group. Then we subtract 3 more and put it in another group, and so on. That's why we can describe this division situation as repeated subtraction. This works when you know the total number of items and the size of the group, but don't know how many groups. We looked at 2 division situations in this lesson. In the first situation, we knew the total and the number of groups and calculated the size of the groups. In the second situation, we knew the total and the size of the groups and calculated the number of groups. Our objective for this lesson was to learn to model 2 different division situations. We accomplished this by modeling partitive division and measurement division.